Used to the city, now we got our own land. Life's getting real busy. None of it was ever planned. Got the crib looking pretty. With a garden full of plants. And we built our own committee. Yeah, from the bottom we advance. Yeah, back to our roots. Now we get back to our roots. Yeah, put on your boots. It's time to go take off your suit. Back to our roots. Yeah, now we get back to our roots. Yeah, put on your boots. It's time to farm with Cheryl Swoops right now. Yeah, right now.
Hey guys, Cheryl Swoops here. Welcome to Back to Our Roots Homestead, another edition of Swoops in the Kitchen. So I don't typically cook with gloves on, in case anyone's wondering, but we are doing a lot of stuff with peppers today. I'm going to be making some hot sauce from cayenne peppers and jalapeno peppers, and some Tabasco pepper sauce from our Tabasco peppers, as well as some jalapeno peppers. And this recipe, guys, that I'm going to show you is one I'm borrowing from Lead Farmer 73 and his wife. Is it Miss Lead? Lady Lead.
Lady Lead.
I think it's Lady Lead. So I'm not going to take all the credit, but I'm going to make a few adjustments in mine. One, the meat I'm going to put in it because we don't really eat pork, and I think they put bacon, so I just have some ground meat here. But I'm going to just walk you guys through the steps. It seems very easy, very simple. My first time making them though, so keep your fingers crossed that they turn out well. So let me just go over the ingredients real quick before I get started. I actually bought two different kinds of breadcrumbs, and depending on what you like, what your taste is, what your flavor is, you can get some that's not seasoned or some that's seasoned. So I have some Progresso garlic and herb, and then a 4C breadcrumbs with pecorino romano cheese. And I just kind of poured that in a bowl right here. I already mixed it together. And then depending on how many peppers you're going to be making will determine how many eggs you need for your egg wash. I have about, I think I put 4 eggs here. And then some cream cheese. Just 2 small boxes of Philadelphia cream cheese. As well as some, I got triple cheddar. I love cheddar cheese. You can get sharp cheddar, any kind of cheese you want, but I would definitely suggest that you get mozzarella cheese for sure, because the mozzarella cheese is what's going to help it hold everything together. And got peppers straight from our wow, that one fell off. Peppers straight from our garden, some good old jalapeno peppers, green and red. Our red ones are some babies, yeah. So like I said, I actually already made some ground meat. So I just put the ground meat in a bowl. And then what I'm going to do is take my cream cheese. Oh yeah, and so the reason why I'm wearing gloves is because, you guys, when you're dealing with peppers, we have a tendency to rub our face, rub our eyes, or whatever. And from what I'm understanding and here, and has happened to me, one, peppers definitely burn, and you don't want to do that while you're cooking. So take my cream cheese. I'm just going to break it up a little bit, put it in the bowl with my meat. I'm going to open the other one. Do the same thing with that one. And there are a lot of different ways that you can make them. You can put them in the oven, you can put them on the stove top in some grease. I have my deep fryer. Already got the oil in it. The oil's hot already. So I'm going to be putting mine in the deep fryer. And then I'm not the type of cook that typically measures things. I just go off of taste and feel. And like I said, I love cheese. So I'm going to start with about half a bag of the cheddar cheese. And probably about the same thing with the mozzarella. I think that's about half a bag. I might do a little bit more mozzarella, okay? And then I'm gonna just take all of that, and I'll show it to you when I'm done, and just mix it up. Now, I love using my hands for a lot of stuff. So what I'm actually gonna do, because I don't want the gloves in, I'm gonna take these gloves off for now. That's my grease popping, you hear it? And I'm gonna take the spoon out. You can show them and I'm going to just use my hands and get this mixture together. And the deep fryer is where I'm going to be putting our jalapenos. And you don't have to put meat if you don't want meat, but I don't know, for some reason I just thought I wanted to try adding a little ground beef in my cream cheese and cheese mixture. So I'm just gonna kind of take this, mix all this up a little bit. I just find it's easier to kind of use your hands to mix all this up versus a spoon. Okay. And there's no, I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to how you mix it, how long you mix it, as long as you get a good little mixture in there. And so I love cheese. Again, baby, you want a little bit more? Yeah. Or is that enough? So I'm gonna put a little bit more cheddar cheese. Do you want more mozzarella too? All right, so we're gonna do a little bit more cheddar. Okay, that's enough. I don't want any more of that. And a little bit more mozzarella. Okay. And then I'm just gonna take my hand, mix it a little bit more. So while I'm mixing this, I will tell you guys that my husband made some tea. Maybe you see the tea? He made some tea and we had it sitting outside. We were gonna have some good sun tea. But the sun's not really shining here in Houston today. It started raining. So we just brought it back in. All right, so there's the mixture. Okay. I'm gonna just wipe my hands. That's got a nice little taste to it. All right. So, the next thing we're gonna do, we got the mixture. I'm gonna move that out of the way. Is take your jalapenos. And I started, honestly, I started practicing with one. Okay, so, I'll show you guys what I did. You take your jalapeno, and just cut it in half. And I'm gonna do this without my gloves on right now. Okay? And then I take my little spoon here to get the seeds out. And you guys, we are going to save these seeds, right, babe?
Yeah, you can plant it next year.
So we can plant them for next year. So I just kind of take my little spoon here, and it's nothing special. They're just some measuring spoons to get all the seeds out. And then I'm just going to push them back here out the way. I'll move that one and show you guys. So now I've taken the seeds out. And then just going to take my spoon. Get me a nice little scoop here. Fill it. And you can put however much or however little you want. I'm going to assume the more you put, the better it's going to taste. Okay. And no, it's not going to be super neat, but I'm going to take it, mash it in a little bit. Do the same thing with this one. I'm not going to do all of these right now. I'm going to do them and we'll come back and show you, but I just want to kind of show you guys the initial step of filling it, getting it in there. Okay, and so what Lead Farmer 73 does. He likes to, and this is just eggs. There's nothing else in it. They're just eggs. Kind of beat them a little bit. So he likes to roll his in the breadcrumbs, then the egg wash, then back in the breadcrumbs. And I probably would tend to agree with that because it gives it that little extra crunch. So I'm going to take this one. I'm going to roll it around here in my breadcrumbs. Get a nice little coating on it. Then I'm going to take it in the egg wash. Do the same thing. And then put it back in the breadcrumbs. You can roll it, you can use your hands, and I guess depending on how thick you want it, how crunchy you want it, will depend on how much you roll it around in the breadcrumbs. So that is the first one. Then I'm going to just sit it here on this plate. I'm going to go through and cut all of the other jalapenos, do the exact same thing, the whole process, and then before I put it in the deep fryer, I'll come back and show you guys the finished jalapenos before we put them in the deep fryer. All right, so be right back. All right, guys, so I had to have some of this great tea. My husband thinks he's the best sun tea maker in the world. I don't know about that, but it's pretty good.
It's gonna be good when you eat them jalapeno poppers.
Anyway, so I'm down to my last one, but let me just show you guys. These are the seeds. Can you see those? These are the seeds that I took out of the jalapenos that we will let dry out and save them and use them. We will plant these seeds. So these came straight from the jalapenos that I cut in half and pick the peppers out. But this is the last one. Don't know if you guys can see. Here's what I have so far. I am just going to roll my last one in my breadcrumbs mix. Then I'm going to put it in my egg wash. And guys, it's honestly, the more you can roll it around in the egg wash a little bit longer, the breadcrumbs tend to stick to it a little bit better. And again, it depends on how thick you want your crust to be, and I like my crust really thick. So just gonna kind of play around with it a little bit in here, and there you have it. So we are going to take these, and let me just say one thing. So if you don't have a deep fryer and you do it on the stove, because you want the, I'm just going to show them this, you want the grease or the oil, whatever you use, to be really hot before you put them in. So if you don't have a deep fryer and you do it on the stove, my recommendation would be to use one of these little, what do you call this thing? Strainer, big spoon. And to take it, right, and I'll just show you, just take one, put one on there, and put it in the oil. And you probably would only want to put maybe 2 at a time, because you want to give them room to cook. Well, you really don't want them to cook because everything in here is already, the meat's cooked, and then you have your cream cheese, your cheese, and your jalapenos. So I am going to use my tongs, and I'm not going to put them all in here right now because I want to give them some room, right? So I'm probably going to put about, maybe, I could turn them the other way. I'm going to do about, let's see, I don't know. It's my first time making them, so I don't know. I think I'm going to put about 5 of them in here right now and see how they do. Okay. And I'm going to just take it and drop it in the oil. The oil is hot. And let them do their thing. Typically, when I make chicken or fries or anything else in here, I would put this lid on, which I'll put on for now because the grease is going to go everywhere. But I'm not going to leave them in there for very long. Let me grab, I need to grab my other little clip. And I got a bowl here that I'm going to put them in when they come out. Just going to put a little paper towel in them. Look at that. And that really is about how long you want them to stay in there. They don't need to cook very long, and because my oil is super hot. Oh, that looks so good. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna just take them out, place them on the paper towel in my little bowl here. You can see the cheese, the cream cheese in that one. Oh, they smell good. Okay, take that out. Put them in there. Now I'm going to put about 5 more. I think 5 actually was pretty good. I don't want to put too many because I don't want it too crowded. 3, 4, 5, and then I got 3 more left to cook. You think I could put 1 more?
If you're gonna do another batch of them,
yeah, I'll just leave those. Okay, so put it in, grease them, frying them up.
and it cooks pretty. It don't take but a
Yeah, the deep
second.
fry cooks really fast. Oh my gosh, look at these.
Yeah, that smells really, really good.
I'm excited. I'll show you guys in a minute. Who's gonna take the first bite, me or the hubby? I think the husband should. What do you guys think?
No, I think you should.
I knew you would say that.
I don't really like hot food, so
I'm gonna let that cook a little bit longer. Ooh, you hear that?
it's popping.
Okay. There's another one. And another one. And guys, sometimes, like you can see this one, I roll this baby around forever, but it didn't stick on the bottom. But it did the top, and you can see all the good cream cheese and the cheese coming out of the top. Still gonna be very good. All right, I got one more little batch I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna take a bite of one and let you guys see all the good ooey gooey stuff on the inside. And hopefully they'll taste good. Last one. Oh my gosh.
Those look really good. It's really.
Are you about to eat that?
No, just.
They do. They smell really, really, really good.
Our son's gonna love this. They're gonna kill those.
And want me to make them every day. You know, we were talking, it's a good feeling to be able to go out in your garden and pick your own food, whatever it is, and bring it inside and cook it versus having to go to the store. There's a little bitty one there. Versus having to go to the store and buy it and then come home and cook it. Anybody got time for all that?
And you know what's in it. That's the main thing.
True.
No chemicals.
True that. That's it. Okay, I'm going to just turn this off and unplug. And I'm going to put this back on because that grease is still popping a little bit. Just there because I got my basket there. Okay. All right, so let me move this out of the way. I'll clean up my mess. So this is the first video that we're doing today. I'm coming around on this side so I can take a bite. I'm gonna try one and get my kitchen cleaned up, and then I'll come back. We're gonna do some cayenne pepper hot sauce and some Tabasco. I've always called it pepper sauce, so I'm gonna just show you guys. This is the sauce I'm actually gonna make. I bought this one from the store, but I'm actually gonna make a homemade one, so I'm gonna do that video later. But right now, let me see if I can find one that came out first that's not so super duper hot. Which one? I know it's on the bottom. All right, let's try this one. This one looks good. Okay. Let me get a napkin because I want it looking nice. Oh my gosh. Smells good, looks good. You guys, here we go. I'm gonna take a bite. Let's see. It's too hot. Oh my god. It's got a little kick though. Look, let me show you the inside of it. Well, let me take one more bite for you guys. You can see the inside. Oh my god. So good. And the pepper is not too bad. Oh my god, that's so good. That's got a little kick though. So, yeah, the tea will come in handy. And I picked the seeds out. So, one more bite, and then I'm gonna explain to you guys one last time. Sorry, y'all, I am country. That's so good. So good. So, okay, let me not talk on my mouth full. Again, those are jalapeno poppers. Jalapenos came from the garden. Breadcrumbs, any kind you want. I got some that were already seasoned. And you don't have to add any other seasoning to it. If you put meat, whether that's bacon or any kind of pork, like I said, I did ground beef. If you do turkey, I don't know, you do chicken, the meat's already gonna have the salt in it. So you don't have to add any other seasonings, but you can if you want to, it's your preference. But I did seasoned breadcrumbs. You have your egg wash. I put the breadcrumbs in a bowl, mixed around. My mixture was ground beef, cream cheese, mozzarella cheese, and I did a triple cheddar cheese. So super good. So again, shout out to Lead Farmer 73 and Lady Lead. I kind of borrowed this recipe from you guys, and let me just tell you, it is the bomb. I just switched out ground beef for the bacon. Anybody out there, if you try this recipe and you do something different, you have your own little twist to it, share it with us on our YouTube channel, Back to Our Roots Homestead. Share it with us. Let me know how the recipe turns out, if you liked it and if they were good. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. I'm about to go eat, but until next time, everybody, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay blessed.
See you on the other side. Jalapeno papas.
Yeah, right now, yeah. Back to our roots, back to our roots, back to our roots, back to our roots.